Good morning and welcome to the Christmas Code, day number 3. I am Pastor Randy here at Mount Beulah Baptist Church. I trust you have enjoyed the journey thus far as we have examined a couple of the key words written by O.S. Hawkins to bring us in this devotional journey of the Christmas Code. We are here at day number 3, and the key word is that of favor. Favor. It is defined as an act of kindness beyond what is due or what is usual. So I sort of want to put it in this illustration. My family and I tend to go out to eat on occasions, and I won't tell you how often, but when we do get to sit down at a restaurant, I am one of those people that try to be as polite and kind and considerate as I can to that waiter or waitress. And hopefully their service is good and great. Really, that's my goal. And in that process, at the end of the meal, I do my best to give a generous tip. I know 15% is sort of the standard thing, and I try to go above and beyond that. The challenge is when that waiter or waitress is not that good. They didn't keep my beverage refilled as I would have desired, or they didn't check in on me maybe as much as I would have wanted, or she was a little bit too flirtatious with me, and my wife just gave me the look, and not that that really ever happens. The truth of the matter is, we don't mind giving to those who maybe deserve it. But what happens when we have that desire of being favored when we don't deserve it? Jesus' lineage acknowledges 4 women of diverse backgrounds that God's favor was upon them. If we consider Tamar in Scripture, she was dressed as a prostitute when God introduces her in Scripture. Rahab was acknowledged as a harlot. If we consider Ruth, there's many positives there, but the society in which she grew up in was that of pagan worship, and the beginning of that race was quite ugly, to say the least. And then we even consider Bathsheba, listed in Scripture, adultery with the king. All 4 of these women are in the genealogy of Jesus, and God showed his favor or his grace upon them. And so if God can show his favor and grace in his ancestry upon those individuals, I draw a couple conclusions. One, maybe there's somebody in your family that you need to show favor to or grace to, something that is beyond what is due, or something that may be a little bit unusual in the grace aspect. Or maybe we need to consider ourselves and the need of God's grace in our life. Favor, undeserved, unmerited. God's grace is not deserved by you. It's not deserved by me. But I am so very thankful for God's favor, God's grace on my life. And so when we consider entering the Christmas season, is there something that we need to be forgiven of? Scripture says that yes, sin did abound, but God's grace did abound much, much more. And so I want to encourage you. Maybe there is a burden on your heart. Maybe there is a burden in your life, something that is challenging you, and you just need God's favor. Well, you know what? God is ready to give his favor and cast his favor upon you, no matter what your situation is. I want you to be encouraged. Christmas Code, day number 3, God's favor for you and for me. Enjoy it.